Ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to them, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
A big loss of the play brings up 4th down.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This fielded inside the 35. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From out of the gun, he'll throw to the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he is going to have the Broncos' 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Now a give on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Denver.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vegas. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively. I mean, just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Sending a receiver right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. Taking a shot Downfield for Smith.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll throw out of the gun. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Room to run past the 30. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself. Understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I love this play call, Mike. You see it so often. They say after sudden change, take a shot. Now, if you're the defensive side of the ball, you have to be prepared. You know that's what NFL offenses love to do. In this case, they either weren't ready for it or they were unable to stop it. But either way, big pickup here right out of the gate to get this drive started.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, third and 5. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Broncos.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Slot receiver, headed right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. What can they do here on third down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line in second and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes...
And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now on first and 10. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll swing that out wide, and he will get into the end zone to follow the touchdown with a 2-point conversion. And this is a 5-point game. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Denver.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. He'll turn and hand this one off. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Denver. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
It's 1st down, and they'll run. What a run. He brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll stay on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He's going to try it here again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the run is complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Gonna need a big play now, 3rd down and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
3rd and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Into space. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Let's go. Right back to the air following that pick 6. He'll look deep, left sideline.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road.